Have you ever felt like your mind is a crowded, noisy place? It can feel like a big city street full of rushing thoughts, loud emotions, and constant movement. It's so easy to get lost in all that chaos, to feel overwhelmed by everything happening inside your own head. This is where a beautiful, ancient practice called Vipassana meditation can help us. Vipassana is a simple word that means to see things as they really are. It's not about stopping your thoughts or emptying your mind. Instead, it's about learning to watch them without getting carried away. It's a gentle way to find a quiet spot in the middle of all that internal noise, a practice of pure observation. Imagine you are standing on the side of a very busy road. This road is your mind. Cars, trucks, buses, motorcycles. Some are fast and aggressive, while others are slow and steady. Let's dive deeper into this powerful analogy of the road crossing. You are standing there, patiently waiting. The road in front of you represents your mind in its natural state, always active, always flowing with content. The vehicles are the individual thoughts that pass through it. A red sports car might be a flash of anger. A slow, heavy truck could be a sad memory. A bus full of people might represent a complex plan involving many different parts. And a motorcycle could be a quick worry that zips through. You aren't trying to direct the traffic or stop it. You are simply standing on the pavement at a safe distance, just watching everything go by. Every vehicle has a driver, and these drivers represent your emotions. The driver of that fast red sports car might be anger, impatience, or passion. The driver of the slow, heavy truck could be sadness or exhaustion. Just like with the vehicles, you are not meant to interact with the drivers. You don't wave at them, you don't yell at them, and you certainly don't try to get in the car with them. You simply observe. Ah, there is anger driving that thought. There is joy behind that one. This separates the emotion from your identity. Let's break down the cast of characters in our road crossing story. First, there is you, the person waiting to cross. You are the meditator, the consciousness that is learning to be aware. You are the silent witness to it all. This is a fundamental shift in perspective. You are not your thoughts and emotions. Next, we have the road itself, the mind. The road is not good or bad, it simply is. It's a pathway for experiences to travel. Some days it might be a quiet country lane with only a few cars passing by. On other days it might be a chaotic 8-lane highway during rush hour. The vehicles and their drivers, your thoughts and emotions, are transient. They appear, they come closer, they pass by, then they disappear. An intense feeling of anger, like a speeding fire truck, might seem all-consuming in the moment, but if you just watch it without fueling it, it will eventually pass. This is the law of impermanence. Everything is changing. Finally, there is the traffic officer, a friendly but firm guide who represents your teacher or guru. They offer guidance, simple instructions like, focus on your breathing, or come back to your feet, to help you find steadiness when traffic gets overwhelming. Vipassana is like waiting to cross a road. It's about observation without reaction. Sounds simple, but it's a profound skill to develop. Imagine a beautiful, expensive car drives by. You might admire it. You might daydream about owning it. You might feel a pang of jealousy. That's like leaving the sidewalk to chase the car. An old, beat-up car sputters past. You might judge it or pity it. In meditation, pleasant thoughts make us cling. Unpleasant thoughts make us push away. Vipassana teaches, do neither. You stand and notice, a beautiful car. Then you let it go. Oh, an old car. You let that go too. Observe without adding craving or aversion. Don't hold on to the good. Don't run from the bad. Let all pass with even-minded awareness. This builds mental strength and balance. Patience is your greatest tool. Waiting at a busy intersection can be frustrating. You might be in a hurry or bored, but the real work is in the waiting. Patiently stay on the sidewalk, watching for the right conditions, the green light. This waiting is active, alert awareness. While you can certainly learn to watch the traffic on your own, having a guide can make the journey much safer and much more effective. As we mentioned, this is the role of the traffic officer, or a guru. A good teacher doesn't control you. They stand with you and offer timeless instructions, pointing out things you haven't noticed. They can show you the subtle patterns in the traffic and the changing colors of the sky above. Their steady presence is especially helpful when you encounter difficult traffic, a traffic jam of anxiety or painful memories. They remind you the traffic will pass. They offer techniques, like returning to the breath or the feet, to steady you. You wait for the green light, that moment of pure clarity and mental calm. The goal is not to shout at the light. It is to cultivate the conditions where it turns green. Through patient observation, the traffic thins out and the green light of clarity appears on its own. Only when the mind is settled and awareness is sharp do you take a clear and conscious step forward. Crossing the road represents taking wise and compassionate action in your life. Every time you choose not to react to an angry thought, every time you let a worry pass, you are practicing. You are waiting for the light again and again. Vipassana is a journey anyone can begin. It starts with the simple decision to find a quiet place to stand, take a few breaths, and start watching with kindness and curiosity. With patience and guidance, you will see the green light more often, and you'll cross the roads of your life with a calm and peaceful heart. Start small, observe, wait, walk with clarity, walk with